The jester turned and greeted the princess, and he bowed, he rolled end over end, and when he stopped, flowers appeared in his hand.
I was recently scrolling around the internet when I saw that Tony Shalhoub, Adrian freaking Monk, caught the Rona. I had a bunch of questions like how, and how.
You touching all the polls again?
Yeah, I was touching polls, yeah. Adrian.
On a quest to find answers to my laundry list of questions, I decided to rewatch Monk. Usually when I rewatch Monk, I start at season 4 after Sharona leaves to avoid dealing with my own abandonment issues. But this time I decided to watch from the beginning.
It's me, isn't it?
If you haven't seen Monk, or if it's been a while since you've seen the episode Mr. Monk and the Candidate, here's a brief summary. Adrian Monk, a former San Francisco detective who struggles with OCD and a long list of phobias.
I'm told you're germophobic, afraid of the dark, heights, crowds, and milk.
They're working on the milk. He's making good progress on milk.
He's consultant on a case in a neighboring city when he is called in to help with the investigation into an assassination attempt on a mayoral candidate that claimed the life of a bodyguard. Mr. Monk and the Candidate was originally written as a made-for-TV movie, so the runtime is a bit longer than your average Monk episode. It comes in at 79 minutes, whereas the average episode of Monk runs around 40 to 45 minutes. Since it's been a while since I've rewatched this episode, it's kind of shocking to me how angry Captain Stottlemyre was towards Monk. In later episodes, we find out that Captain Stottlemyre was actually the one who comforted Monk when his wife Trudy died.
You want your badge back so you can protect the people of this city from rapists and murderers as long as they don't climb any ladders or run across any big bad scary bridges. Is that right?
Give him a break, Captain.
No, you give me a break. Look, you want to carry a gun?
Why so serious, bruh? And in the pilot, Randy was not a comedic relief, which makes the mood of the whole episode a little bit darker.
What is that, your tough look?
The episode 1 banter between Randy and Sharona was also, how do I put this?
This isn't will they or won't they? This is I know they won't, and I know I don't want them to.
I can't blame Randy too much. The dark filter, the higher grade of film than the rest of the series, gave the episode a feeling that they were going for a more hard-boiled detective story with a few comedic hijinks thrown in there from Detective Monk every once in a while. Which, paired with the idea that Michael Richards was actually considered for the role of Monk, is enough to make anyone go. There's a whole part about Sharona quitting that doesn't really make sense. One minute Sharona is telling her date that she hates her job, but she loves it at the same time because she gets to go on a bunch of adventures and she gets to do things that she wouldn't otherwise get to do if she was still a nurse.
I'm Lois Lane.
Yeah.
I mean, how many practical nurses can say that?
Then 5 minutes later, she's quitting with a half-ass excuse.
I have responsibilities now. I got a kid. And I think I have to find a normal job before I go completely crazy.
That doesn't really make sense. Sharona said earlier that her son Benji is 11, and Monk had his breakdown 4 years ago after his wife died. And that's when Sharona became his assistant. So 4 years, 11 years. Unless Benji is short for Benjamin Button, that excuse doesn't make any sense.
Bite me.
The episode felt as if the creators of the show were sitting on this idea for so long that they just wanted to show off and show out, so they put a whole bunch of ideas into 79 minutes, and it was actually enjoyable. I give this pilot a 7 out of 10, and I'm a flight attendant, so I know a good pilot when I see one.
I've always wanted to say that.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, leave a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this one, hit the subscribe.